Before we get started of the Knicks and Bucks game and our Easter/Central game, single affiliate on your local NBC stations in our area, well, folks, before we get started, another great excellence of Michael Jordan Insights of Excellence with Mike Tirico once again. He just talked about load managements, and Tirico talked with Michael again for the second week. Back-to-back episode clip reminds me of that. He said 80 games to 82 games. A few 80 games, a bunch of 80 games and a few 82 games. So, when Michael Jordan said about that, he worked his butt off because people are trying to buy tickets to watch, to watch and see him play. Like we already knew with Iowa, former Iowa player, former, you know who out of Iowa, and to Indiana Fever. They all want to see her play, and you know what I'm talking about. The one I can't stand her. Yeah, you know, say her name before she appears. Yeah. So there's that. Back to Michael Jordan's story. Well, there's one guy, as I think my mom remembers there or not. One guy that's yelling, cussing, screaming at MJ while he's in the bench. He just can't shut the hell up. If I was Michael Jordan, while he's in the bench, while resting up, drinking water or Gatorade, I would just shut the hell up on him. I would just shut him the hell up and get him out of the game. Get him out of the game. Throw him out. I would ask security to throw this guy out of the stand. Yeah. Yeah, it would. It was back at the Palace at Auburn Hills against the Detroit Pistons, right? In the NBA playoffs or something like that, or regular season. Yeah, I think it's the NBA playoffs. And I see the Capital player got hurt. I'm watching the Stars in the Caps game. My Stars are up 1-0, almost to the end of third. Let's hope Ovechkin is not hurt, but no, it's somebody else. Frank? Yeah, Frank. Yeah, he's injured. And the Kings and Sharks are going to start right now on ESPN News to ESPN coming up. So, Frozen Frenzy, right? Anyways, back to basketball. Well, Michael Jordan hurt his ankle during that Bucks, and yesterday was the 41-year anniversary, 1984, October 27. He hurt his ankle. We got the CC treatment 2.0. No, she's no Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is just himself. CC is Larry Bird. Angel Reese is Magic Johnson. There, I said it out loud. So Michael Jordan wanted to play on and off the court. Whenever it comes to basketball, he never misses out of the game. He's just too very good about low managements and all that stuff. So we're going to hear more of the story next week. Maybe another game with the Magic and the Hawks, like probably after the game. Next week's game in my area. Yeah, please stay tuned, because you're going to hear more of Michael Jordan's story. It's really, really good. For those of you who are getting into the game on Peacock, well, yeah, it's right now in the first quarter, 8:40 left, and they're all tied at 7 between the Bucks, the Clippers, and the Warriors. Let's go to tonight's storyline. Takuma Tombo scores 37, Rollins at 25, and the Bucks 121-111 victory over the Knicks. Well, according to the article right now, let's listen in. Giannis had 37 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists as the Milwaukee Bucks erased a 12-point halftime deficit and beat the New York Knicks 121-111 on Tuesday night. 10-point win tonight. Milwaukee's Ryan Rollins added a career high 25 points. New York's Jalen Brunson scored 36 points but hurt himself midway through the fourth quarter in the play that sparked Milwaukee's winning rally. Yes, it was 6:40 left in the fourth quarter. Yes, Giannis is trying to play defense, but they stopped Brunson. Brunson is trying to get him out of the way, but he hurt himself. And Giannis stole the ball back and all the way through the court. Solo dunk. slams him down home, and that was like well 6:31 to go, 6:35 to go before he got hurt. Brunson appeared to injure his leg intentionally while scrambling for the loose ball in the fourth quarter. He had 6:40 left. He remained on the floor but was moving gingerly. Then he was dribbling behind a three-point line near Milwaukee's bench, but he fell backwards in clear pain and lost the ball. Yes, and he's going to have to go to athletic trainers in the morning tomorrow for the Knicks, because they're going to start with the NBA in-season tournament, which nobody's a fan of that. As Brunson continued to sit on the floor, Atakumatombo got the steal and dunk on the other end to tie the game at 103 all with 6:13 remaining and start an 8-0 run. Brunson stayed in the game after a timeout, but the Knicks could have slowed Milwaukee's momentum. Atakumatombo but put Milwaukee ahead for good by converting a running layup with 5:31 left. Mikal Bridges had 24 points for New York. Even though it was a high-scoring game, but it just goes back and forth. Like, I see so much. It was 94-91 after the third quarter. And speaking, my Dallas Stars took the W against Alexander Ovechkin, and the Washington Capitals still stuck at 899 goals of his career in the NHL. 13th career shutout by Jake Ottinger, 6th most in franchise history. Just going back and forth for my Stars. Milwaukee trailed 71-59 halftime, which I saw that while I was watching the World Series, and which I'll get to that in the next video coming up. Snaps New York's 5-game winning streak in this series. Milwaukee had won 9 straight from the Knicks immediately before this stretch, which began on Christmas Day of 2023, 2 years ago. The Bucks were coming off an 113 loss at Cleveland, in which they were missing Kevin Potter Jr., sprained left ankle, and Kyle Kuzma, sprained left ankle, and Cole Anthony illness, and Anthony and Kuzma returned to action tonight, which is Tuesday. We just talked about this not too long ago in our video. But Porter missed a third straight game. Bucks coach Doc Rivers said the game that Porter's going to be out a bit, and that is too early to tell when the guard might return. Quote, "We're not going to rush him because we don't want this to become chronic," Rivers says. "It was a bad turn, so we just want to be patient. New York remained without Mitchell Robinson, who hasn't played yet this season, as the Knicks continues to monitor his injured left ankle. As they mentioned, the next game is at Chicago, my Bulls, and then the Bucks host the Golden State Warriors in 2 days, Thursday night. Now the box score. So right now the Warriors are up by 7. There's under 7:15 left in the first quarter on Peacock, and those of you on the West Coast on NBC, especially Colorado Springs and Montana area. Yeah, you're getting that game. Now tonight's game. Well, Mikal Bridges only played 39 minutes, but tonight Brunson went 14 out of 25, but it's not so far enough, because Shaman went 4 for 9 3-pointers, 7 out of 9 free throws by Jalen Brunson, and look at his perfections, both of them. Karl Anthony Towns 4 for 4, Mikal Bridges 5 for 5. 5 rebounds, offensive rebounds, and Anthony has defensive 7, 12 rebounds over 11 for Bridges. 24 points for Mikal Bridges, but 36 for Brunson, but it's far behind with a loss. And there's the turnovers by Brunson, 6 assists by Bridges, 2 for steals for Brunson. And here the bench. 10 bench points for Jordan Clarkson. Yes, out of San Antonio, Texas, who played the Missouri Tigers. Yes, he played at San Antonio, my area, for high school basketball. 18 bench points for the New York Knicks. That's not so enough for them. And by the way, Harp only played 26 minutes. So here are the final stats. 20 out of 23 free throws, 13 out of 43 pointers, 39 out of 92 field goals, which is 87.0 on the free throws. It looks good, but the free pointers and look 32.5, field goals to 42.4 to the Knicks. Well, I should say next to Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 33 points, 33 minutes I should say, 37 points, 16 out of 22. We just saw it on NBC. 5 out of 7 free throws, missed only 1 3-pointer. But perfection, Ryan Rollins, 5 for 5, 4 for 4 3-pointers, 8 out of 11, 25 points in a field goal. Now bench points, 9, 18, 17, 22, 30, 34 bench points for off the Milwaukee Bucks, because Tyrese Prince only played 21 less. Well, Cole Anthony played 24 minutes. Then Prince 21, and Kuzma 20 minutes. But 4 out of 10 for Bobby Portis, 9 points tonight. 3 for 3 free throws for Amir Coffey. Coffey, and then Kyle Kuzma went 5 for 6. So these free throws went 87.5, 21 out of 24. Those are good. Then the field goals, 54.4, 43 out of 79, 14 out of 34, 41.2. It just went deeply awful mistakes. So next week's game, we're gonna get the Hawks and the Magic. So here's next Tuesday's game in my area. Right there. And those of you on the West Coast, except in Oklahoma City, in Oklahoma, you're getting that game. The Thunder and the Clippers, I should say. Thunder and Clippers. That's going to be a great game. But I have a feeling it's 506 Sports did excellent this week. Start off on Monday. Next week. As usual. Next Tuesday. Now, the NBA did a map. I forgot to show you this because I was about to eat something. Yes, we just caught that game. Everywhere in our local areas. Except Colorado Springs, outside of Boise, and outside Idaho, and except Montana. Right there. A few of them. Except, right there you got Las Vegas, Reno, Tucson, Phoenix. You're getting that. And everybody else is getting that game on the West Coast. For those of you getting it on Peacock, subscribe to it. And by the way, guys, you know how much Peacock costs? Because I'm not paying for that type of money. I ain't going to pay for that crap. Hell no. Take a look at this. Do you know how much it costs? Monthly, $7.99. I'm not paying for that. With Select, Premium, there's Live Sports, $10.99, and then Premium Plus, $16.99 per month. And plus, there's a lot of money which we're not paying for that. I'm not gonna pay for this. And there's bundles. We're not paying for it to watch our favorite teams when it comes to NBA. And look at the team stats. We just told you that right there. Rebounds, 45 out of 38. The Knicks have more rebounds than the Milwaukee Bucks. Offensive rebounds for the Knicks, defensive rebounds for the Bucks. 3 assists behind for the Knicks on the Bucks. 2 steals behind the Bucks for the Knicks. 8 blocks over 8 over 2 for the Bucks over the Knicks. Total turnovers were all even. Ones can see all of turnovers. Fast break points, points in the paint. There's fouls they split. No technicals or it's been weird. The largest lead. Knicks have more than the Bucks, but they still lost today's game. Now the Gamecast. And we already seen the numbers. Rebounds 45 over 38. 13 steals or a split. And there's the charts on both sides, on the Knicks and the Bucks. These are all made and miss. Just like NBA Live 2004. I played that game. So before we get out of here, guys, and this is the funniest thing. Before we go, and this is the reaction. Bad Griller says, "I'm glad NBC had this Bucks game tonight. If this was on an ESPN game and the entire narrative for the whole game, that would have been about if Giannis is leaving. NBC is refreshing. Thank you." Agreed. And this is hilarious. How many people on the East Coast will gonna lose their shit when their local NBC station doesn't air a second game? Like I said, we're getting an East Coast game, except on the West Coast, you're getting the next game on the other side. Thought the Warriors game will be on NBC Peacock, but it appears only on Peacock. Yeah, like I said, you're gonna have to watch the highlights. By the way, 2 hours new special. Yes, it's on the West Coast. It's an NBC show. Or an NBC show. And this is Cross or Heart. NBA on NBC over NBA on ESPN. That's a fact. That is a fact. So I'll give her credit where credit is due. And the NBA just mentioned it out. About this whole select games that for, and yeah, Discovery Kids on the NBA on NBC. Yeah, I remember that show. Those are really good days. I think that's pretty much all they have. Because I don't want. I'll try to scroll down so I don't get copyright, but still. And that is all we have. And we just seen a Michael Jordan. And looks pretty good. So, that is all the time we have. Coming up, the next video is the World Series Aftermath, Game 4. This series is tied to. We'll tell you that. Let me know in the comment section down below. Smash the like button. Subscribe to this channel. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Peace. I'm out. Tell me what you think. Until the next time.